Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be revising my Nio stock predictions based on Nio Q4 earnings. And as a Nio investor, I continue to remain bullish about the company. And I'll be sharing with you the reasons in this video. Recently, Nio released its Q4 2020 results. I'll probably be creating a more in-depth video about Nio's Q4 results. But in summary, investors weren't too happy about Nio's Q4 earnings because of the company's lighter than expected guidance. The day after Nio's Q4 earnings were released, Nio stock dropped by about 5% in pre-market trading. If we take a look at the price chart for Nio released its earnings on the 1st of March 2021. And as you can see in the next day's trading, Nio stock gapped down to this level over here. Investors weren't too satisfied with Nio's Q4 earnings. But despite the company's lighter than expected guidance, I became even more bullish about Nio stock. And this is why. During its earnings, Nio released its forecast for vehicle deliveries for the year 2021. The company expects to deliver between 20,000 and 20,500 vehicles in Q1 of 2021. And because of the shortages in semiconductors and batteries, Nio is expected to cut its production over Q2 of 2021 to 7,500 vehicles per month, down from the previous forecast of 10,000. On the point on the shortages of semiconductors and batteries, this does not only affect Nio. The shortages are also likely to affect other electric vehicle car makers. And in fact, it's not just the electric vehicles industry. Other industries which also depend on semiconductors are also feeling the impact of the shortages. So while these shortages in semiconductors and batteries has caused Nio to revise its forecast for its vehicle deliveries in Q2 of 2021, this is not an internal issue with the company, but rather an external issue which also affect other electric car makers. So on the end, there's nothing much to worry about Nio's forecasted vehicle deliveries. But why am I even more bullish about Nio stock? Based on Nio's guidance for 2021, we have seen that Nio has forecasted vehicle deliveries for Q1 of 2021 to be 20,000 vehicles. And for Q2 of 2021, because of the shortages in semiconductors and batteries, the company expects to deliver about 7,500 vehicles per month. And that will give us a figure of 22,500 vehicles over the course of a quarter. Say even in the second half of the year in 2021, shortages in semiconductors and batteries still affects Nio's vehicle deliveries. We will stick to Nio's revised forecast for Q3 and Q4 of 2021, which means that the forecasted vehicle deliveries for Nio in Q3 of 2021 will be 22,500, and for Q4 it will also be 22,500. If we add up the 4 quarters for 2021, the total forecasted vehicle deliveries for Nio in 2021 will be 87,500 deliveries. This number by itself does not mean anything. For a number to make sense, we need to give it some context. Previously, in one of my Nio stock analysis video, I forecasted Nio's vehicle deliveries in 2021 to be slightly above 50,000. And now that Nio released its forecast for its vehicle deliveries in 2021 to be around 87,500 vehicles, and remember, these numbers are revised down by Nio because of the shortages in semiconductors and batteries. So Nio's forecast of around 87,500 vehicles to be delivered in the year 2021 is actually a conservative estimate by the company, because Nio is taking into account the potential effects of the shortages in batteries and semiconductors. So even with Nio's conservative revision of its forecast for the vehicle deliveries for 2021, their number is still way above the number that I forecasted for Nio back in my previous video. Around 60% more in fact. And the reason why I'm so bullish about Nio right now, even in midst of its lighter than expected guidance for the year, is because based on my previous forecast and projection for Nio, I believe that there was a really significant potential upside for Nio stock. But now that Nio released its forecast for the year of 2021, and their forecast being a bit more conservative because of the shortages in semiconductors and batteries, their numbers are still 60% higher than my projections. So I remain very bullish about Nio stock and its long-term potential. If we take a look at this article by Yahoo Finance, this is what Nio CEO William Lee had to say on an analyst call. For the first half of this year, we would like to be more conservative. And this is because, as what we have mentioned earlier on in this video, there are constraints of battery suppliers and global semiconductor shortage that has plagued many car makers. So the numbers that they have provided us with their forecasts are conservative estimates. Furthermore, Nio CEO is more confident about the second half of the year. He mentions that for the second half of this year, we are quite confident about the demand, but we do not have the full visibility yet. So if I had to interpret what he said, I believe that he's more confident about the second half of the year, where he expects Nio to pick up its vehicle deliveries. So the 87,500 vehicle deliveries for the year of 2021 is actually still a very conservative estimate for Nio's vehicle deliveries. And I think I mentioned this many times in this video already. Even with the conservative estimates provided by Nio, that number is still 60% higher than my original projections. And based on my original projections, I believe that Nio stock has strong upside potential. So taking into account Nio's Q4 earnings, I'm revising my Nio stock predictions. I believe that the upside potential for Nio stock is even greater. And that is why I believe that Nio stock is a buy right now. In fact, if we were to take a look at another point, in Nio's Q4 earnings, the company mentioned that it delivered 43,728 vehicles in 2020. Compare that to 2019 where they only delivered 20,565 vehicles. And based on Nio's 2021 forecast, the company is expected to deliver about 87,500 vehicles for the year. Nio is almost doubling its vehicle deliveries year on year. And that is some very strong numbers. What are your thoughts on Nio's latest quarter? Let me know down in the comments below. If you have learned something from this video, smash that like button because it will really help the channel grow and allow me to produce more content such as this. And if you are new to this channel and haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to this channel because each week I release new videos about investing, trading and the stock market. I'll see you in those other videos. To your financial success.